Welcome back to my NFL Draft mock draft simulator series where I go and I draft for the teams based off needs from a value perspective. Today we are doing the Buffalo Bills. Let's get right into it. So right off the bat, finally, Trevor Lawrence. Not Javon Holland, number 1 overall. I like where this is going. So we're drafting the Bills. So the Bills had a fairly good season based off this. They have a need for a cornerback, interior lineman, linebacker, edge, interior D-line, a tight end, a wide receiver, and offensive tackle. Now we're going to try to fill those needs as best as we can, but we're also going to pick from a value perspective. And right off the bat, their biggest need is a cornerback. We got Patrick Surtain from Alabama. Great pick. He's a 16th ranked overall player. We have a massive need for that at 23. That's quite a good pick. Dylan Moses. Interesting picks. Now, hopefully at this point, the Bills have progressed. Hopefully Josh Allen has progressed. They have a great team. They're they're in a good spot, especially with Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. There's a chance that they can actually win and lead that division. Now, right off the bat, we have a need for a linebacker. The best value pick on the board right now is Nick Bolton, linebacker from Missouri. I have a need for a linebacker. At this point, this is the pick. All these names. Look at all these highlight films that we get to analyze and watch. Amazing. NFL draft's always so fun, especially this year with everything going on. I was so excited to watch the draft. It's the only sports action we got in a while. So, I'm picking at 87 right now. My biggest need on the board is interior offensive lineman. If I'm going to the position, I'm looking at interior offensive lineman. 101 from Ole Miss. A little bit of a reach. It's not the worst possible pick position, but I also need an edge. Let's see what we got. I'd prefer to take an edge rusher out of Ohio State. I know what they do with their edge rusher. We've seen the Bosa Bros. We've seen Chase Young. It's a powerhouse for edge rushers, so this is a pick for me. Tyreek Smith, edge, Ohio State. Let's see who's on the board still. This is where we find out future Hall of Famers, future Pro Bowlers. And it's always fun drafting for a team that you're not a fan of. It just makes it interesting. But if I'm a GM, I'm always picking from a value perspective. That's just kind of how I am. I prefer a little more consistency pick versus high ceilings just because it's safer in the long run, and I'd rather get a bunch of above average players versus a few superstars. Interior offensive line help. We're picking at 142. Let's see what we got as far as interior linemen on the board. We got a 184. Still a little bit of a reach for me. Interior D-line. We got 143. Right about where I want. Mississippi State. I'm going to go with Jaden Crumade. Interior D-line from Mississippi State at this pick. Ooh, look at that. I'm going all defense right now. 151. So we do need an interior offensive lineman. We need a tight end and we need a wide receiver. So let's see what we got tight end wise. 169. Wide receiver 166. Offensive tackle 147. It's not my biggest need though. I do need interior line help. At this point, I almost have to take another reach. I really don't want to reach at this point. But I almost have to. No, I'm sticking with my guns. I'm going tight end. Brant, I'm not even going to try to say his last name, from tight end from Utah. Brant Kuteith. Correct me, please. I know I said it wrong. If I said it right, I didn't say it right. I said it wrong. Ooh, 183. So we do need interior line help, and we are right about the time that we can get interior line help without reaching. And we're still reaching, but that's okay at this point. We really do need interior line help. So I'm going to go ahead and with Tommy Kramer from Notre Dame. And as far as this far in the draft, it's so hard to accurately rank somebody. Oh, this player is 287, this player is 194. You know, obviously the players are more than a number, but it kind of gives you a good consensus of where the players are at. And let's recap this draft, Buffalo Bills style. So, the majority of the draft in the beginning, I went defense. We went ahead and got a cornerback from Alabama, Patrick Surtain. I went ahead and drafted Nick Bolton, linebacker from Missouri, Tyreek Smith, an edge rusher from Ohio State, Jaden Cromade, interior D-line from Mississippi State, Brant, tight end from Utah, and Tommy Kramer, interior lineman from Notre Dame. This is my Buffalo Bills NFL mock draft. Let me know how good my picks are. Let me know how bad my picks are. Whatever way it may be, the more opinions, the merrier. We are still super early into the draft season. College football hasn't even started. Spring football barely started. Spring games were canceled. It should be interesting to see this year. Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day. Peace.